Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. For everyone new here, welcome, and for all of you returning, welcome back. So before we get into today's video, I just wanted to come on and give you guys a little bit of an update. So I am switching my upload days. I was doing 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Fridays, but I have found the last few of my videos for me are feeling very rushed. I did end up deleting the second part of the gardening video because the quality was not there. I was not proud of the video. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss an upload date, so I kind of sacrificed quality for quantity, and I do not want that to be a continuous pattern on my channel. I want to make sure I put out quality videos that you guys enjoy and that I am proud of. So for now, I'm going to go down to posting videos on Fridays, and then once in a while maybe I'll add in like the extra Tuesday video here and there if I have time. The other thing I am trying to get better at, it is my goal for, I don't know, the next few months until it becomes a habit, I guess, is using my Instagram account. So if you guys enjoy more of the like decluttering challenges, maybe little cleaning tips, I'm gonna do before and after photos on there, and kind of some real time, like while I'm working in a space, maybe I'll give you guys some updates on there. I'm gonna try my hardest to make sure I stay on top of it because Instagram is just not my jam, but I'm working on it. So if you guys aren't already, you can go over and follow me on my Instagram account here if you would like, and then make sure if you are new here that you are subscribing down below if you are enjoying the videos. It does take a lot of time for me to get these videos up. There is the just decluttering process, which could take me a day or two just to film, and then from there it is like 2 to 6 hours of footage that I am trying to make into one video. So it is a lot of editing, a lot of voiceover, just a lot of work on the computer as well, which I enjoy so much, but I also want to make sure they are quality videos. So I apologize to anyone who watched the part 2 gardening video. It has been since removed, so from now on just expect better quality videos from me. I am going to be working really hard on, you know, honing in on my editing skills and my camera angles and just making sure these videos are quality. So thank you everyone, and everyone who has subscribed. I enjoy having you all here. I'm trying to catch up on my comments, so if I haven't got back to you, I apologize. Like I said, been a little overwhelmed, stressed out, and trying to find a balance here on keeping on top of all of these things. So that all being said, let's get into the video. So in today's video, the first thing we are starting on is the toy area in this hall closet. So she does have lots of grandkids that come through here, friends' kids, and they are ranging between about 2 and 10. So there's a bit of a different age range. There is a kind of craft bin for the older kid, and then more so toys directed at the younger group. So she has decided it is time to go through these, get rid of some of them that they no longer play with, and kind of organize this space better. So this is a shot of all of the toys that we pulled out of this closet. I know we have talked about having a smaller amount of toys on this channel, that way the kids stay engaged, but you know, at the grandparents' house, all the kids get spoiled. They all have their thing that they like to play with, so there is an assortment for each of the children that come through here. What we decided to do first was go through the coloring stuff. A lot of these markers, like most kids' markers, were a little dried up. There was lots of coloring book pages that were filled. So we went through, sorted the markers, got rid of any that didn't work anymore, and then we went through the coloring books and took out the pages that can no longer be used. So what we did here is we ended up having 2 file folders, so one for the coloring books and stickers, and then we have another one that we put the kind of stencil things and the extra pencils and crayons in. What we decided to do here was separate out. We have a case for pencil crayons and then extra felt pens, and then the felt pens that get used the most in that little green container with the shelves. This way, when those ones start running out and dying, we can go through and go into the pouch and grab some new felt pens that we know work. Next thing was the play-doh bin. Now this bin is so jam-packed full, but of course all the kids love the little outlines and cutters and things. So we kept all of it, just went through, grabbed any chunks out, anything that wasn't play-doh, and any of the hard play-dohs we got rid of. Now, how we did this part was we sectioned off. We had a box of Go, a box of kind of miscellaneous things, and then anything that was like a set. We tried to kind of separate everything so that we could find its home and put it away, and then we just ended up with a miscellaneous box, which I think is inevitable with toys. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little funny in this video. I'm not sick, but it's almost like I'm gonna lose my voice here soon. Not really sure what's going on, so if you can tell, I apologize. I am okay. It's just I don't know, something weird's happening to my body. So next up, we decided to try and find some different bins for the groups of things. As you could see there was some car ramps, the big yellow ones that don't quite fit in that bin. So we wanted to make these bins work better and have them actually fit the toys properly. So we went through, switched some things around. It took a bit of kind of switching the bins in and out, but eventually we got it down. By the time I came back to finish this video, she had already had some kids over playing with the stuff, and when I came back it looked just like it did when I left. So far it has been very easy for the kids to keep the toy section cleaned up and put things where they are supposed to go. Now this shelf she had in the bottom of the closet for her extra towels, extra diapers and wipes for some of the kids. Now we tried using it functionally for the toys, but ultimately it ended up not working. So you are going to see we do end up taking this out, but we gave it a good try to see if we could keep it in there. So one of the reasons we ended up switching this out is once we had it all settled in there, she decided she would love to have her vacuum in the hallway closet. If you would have seen the last video, it is by the front door. So I rearranged again, tried making some space in here for the vacuum. Ultimately, as you're gonna see, that didn't work out for us either. So we did not end up keeping the vacuum in here, but we did end up having it a bit better organized. And this way the kids can go in, they can grab a basket, play with it, and then they can fill the basket back up and just slide it back under there. So what I'm doing here is I had a bin for like figurines and little princess dolls, which we decided instead of having it in a bin like that, because they're just going to grab it, take the whole thing out, we put it in a bag and just tossed it into the kind of toy basket here. And then again, we've got things separated out. So the vacuum ended up going back at the front door. What we've got here is we have a miscellaneous bin, the dollhouse miscellaneous bin, some games, and then we've got the coloring, the tracks, a farm set, the brown basket there is a fairy garden with the play-doh on top, and then the end bin is stuff for the dollhouse. So now we are moving on to the upper portion of the closet. Now this is the next day. We didn't get it all done in the first day. The toys took so long to get through. So now we get to move on to the fun stuff, the actual products and things. So what we decided was we were going to do it in groups. So first we pulled out all of the cleaners, put them in a pile, and then we went through all of them so she could see what she had. Now she's got a basket that I'm pulling things out of here. This is going to be the extra product kind of backup basket. And then the one on the other side of me, the round one, is her everyday use basket. So when she goes to clean, she can pull that out and there's one of all the products that she needs in there. And then when she runs out, she can go into the yellow bucket and grab the extra backup product. We did end up switching the baskets just because the circle one was not quite big enough. So we put everything in this, I think it was a black or green basket instead. That way, again, she can just grab the whole basket and go into whatever room she wants to clean. She did really good in deciphering which items and products here she was actually going to use and which ones have just been sitting in the closet taking up space. So we did get rid of a whole bunch of kind of cloth mop heads that she never uses. There was no point in her keeping them in the closet if she's not going to ever clean with them. So we passed them on to a new home. Now you are going to see there are a couple smaller baskets. I'm not sure if I show them very much, but they are going into the kitchen. She has a new tiny shelf there. So if you're wondering where those products are going, they are getting rehomed because they will be more convenient for her to get out of the new space. So maybe that is something I will also update you on and show you in the next video, the cute little stand that she has in her kitchen now. All right, so after we did cleaning products, we went ahead and did hair products, anything that is not a cleaning product. I'm not sure what group to call this. So this bin here is the hair bin. So she got her extra hair dyes products. There's some stuff that she has received to try, like from kids and whatever, that have just sat in this bin and she has never used them. So we did get rid of them. We ended up just throwing them out because honestly, they have been sitting in that closet for so long that they're probably just not good anymore. Next thing, this was a bin for razors. Now, again, she did really excellent. She was very realistic in the fact that she had all these new pink razors, but she's got the one with the removable head that she constantly uses, and these ones don't get touched. So there was no point in having those razors just sit around and take up space. She did keep a few of the blue ones. You can see there's a pack in there for her husband to use, and then all the rest got donated. Now, this is where we had a bit of a back and forth, was on the floss. So she had a couple floss in this little pill bottle and then like bags of other floss. So in my mind, I wanted to put them all together, but of course she wanted to keep them separated out. So ultimately we just left them all separated. It is not my house. It is her house, and whatever is going to work for her. If it was me, I would have put all the floss picks in the same container, but I guess some of them were a different flavor, so they had to be separated. So one tip that I have for arranging items in a hall closet like this is to make sure the items that you use the most regularly are the most accessible. So if you have stuff that's like, for example, she's got a backup coffee maker. Hers is kind of on the last leg of its life, so that we're not sure when she's going to need it, but she wanted to keep it kind of somewhere that is more available for her, like the closet. So we did put it in the top. Originally, she wanted to have it right front and center in the middle. I convinced her not to do that because it made more sense to have like her cleaning product bin there than it did to have a potential new coffee pot there. So the coffee pot's not going anywhere. If they ever need it, it's top of the closet. They know where it is, they can grab it. It doesn't need to be like right on an everyday use shelf. So just prioritize your shelves and make sure you're putting the things that you use most at the most accessible point. We also went ahead and she wanted to separate out her different light bulbs. She has two different kinds here. So if you're wondering why there is two boxes, that is why. That way she knows where to find each type. And I guess that is just going to be easier for her in the future. This bin did not make sense in my mind. So this was on the top shelf, and it is one of those bins that is actually a drawer. So for me, taking the whole drawer system down to get something out of it didn't make sense. So I convinced her to put them into a box, because either way she's gonna have to grab it and open it. The drawer system could be better used somewhere as an actual drawer where it could be like stacked with other things versus just used as its own like container to take up and down. So we did switch them into a basket. That way the drawer we can find a better place for in the house. This here, like I had mentioned, is a craft bin for the older kid. Probably the younger kids might use it too, but more directed for her. So there's lots of small bits and bobs that we wanted to keep separate from all of the toys. So we changed that bin. Now it's nice and concealed. It looks a lot neater than having it open and things falling out of it. And this way, when she wants to use it, she can just grab the whole thing, throw everything back in, and close the lid. Now this shot was a little farther away than I wanted it to be. I was filming in a hallway, so the angles might be a little awkward here and there, but there is a pile of the products we are getting rid of, and the basket was the bag was a bag of garbage. We also ended up getting rid of a box full of toys, and then just a toy ramp. So a box and a little bit. So hopefully, if you guys have a crazy closet space that just is not working for you, I hope this gives you some inspiration. Take it out in sections, take it all out if you want, but I would suggest removing most of it and then putting it back in and making sure you have things in spots that are going to work for you. This is your space, it needs to be functional. Make sure that any excess stuff that has just been sitting there untouched, just let it go. It's likely you are not going to touch it again, so try to stop holding on to those items for no reason. It will save you so much space and so much time trying to find stuff. So again, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and that you guys are subscribing down below to my channel. And I will see you guys next Friday with a huge shed clear out. Oh my goodness, it is such a good transformation. So make sure you guys stick around to see that. Thank you. Bye.